Hello, I'm going to show you how to use C++ memory validator to detect uninitialized data inside your C++ objects. First of all, we need to change some settings. So click on the toolbox icon, and on the Collect tab, we need to select the uninitialized data checkbox. Or we can go to the uninitialized data settings and select the Enable Detection of Uninitialized Data checkbox. We can modify other settings here to implement how memory validator does its uninitialized data checking, but we actually recommend that you use the default settings. Click OK to exit the settings. I'm going to relaunch the example application by clicking the relaunch icon. Memory validator hooks all the constructors in your application, and when each constructor is executed, memory validator checks at the end of the constructor to see if there is any uninitialized data in the object. So we actually detect uninitialized data in your object when objects are created, not when you try and access that uninitialized data later on in the program, because of course you might not even get around to trying to access the data. So it's much better to actually just detect the uninitialized data at the end of your constructors. I'm going to demonstrate that now by going to the Memory Errors menu, going to the Uninitialized Data submenu and choosing Objects on Heap. That's the code that's going to be executed. We're going to create a new test class object, and it's going to hopefully be detected by memory validator that there's some uninitialized data in there. Close to execute the code, and there we go. Memory validator has reported the error. Because it's an important error, it's shown immediately. Because it's an important error, it's shown in a bright color. In this case, purple, or some people see this as pink. I'm going to expand that and expand it again, and we can see the source code where the class is being constructed. If you go and examine the source code for this class, you'll find one of the data members is not being initialized. There's some versions of debug help and Visual Studio combinations. Memory validator can't tell you which data member it is. It can just tell you there is a data member. But in the cases where memory validator can tell you what it is, memory validator will have the name displayed up here of the data member or data members that are not initialized. So there you go. It's easy to detect uninitialized memory inside C++ objects using C++ memory validator. Thank you very much.